Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about how you can start mining Ironfish coin using your Windows 10 or 11 based computer here in 2024 in less than 10 minutes. So if that's all interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you earn more crypto and keep more of the crypto that you are out here mining here in 2024 as we prepare for the next bull run. So, before diving into the video, I always like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion of the video, please feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the tutorial then. But overall, it has been a great day in crypto so far. Total market cap of $2.43 trillion, up 3% today. Of course, leading the charge is Bitcoin, roughly about the same, up about 3.62% to a total price here of $72,273. Now that is awesome to see. Bitcoin has really taken off almost, over 7.5% in the last week. Of course, following not far behind is Ethereum, up about 2%. Binance and Solana both up, not quite as much, but still looking really good. We're seeing a lot of green. Of course, dogecoin up almost 30% this week, which is awesome to see. We are getting extremely close to the next bull run. All of the markets, the charts, everything indicates to it being right around the corner. So of course, how do you start mining Ironfish? So if we look this up real quick, just to take a quick look at it, you can see that it's priced at 34.87 cents, which is up 7% today. Looking at the all-time here, you can see that way back when it first came out in 2023, it was up over $5.85. So very cool. Of course, just more recently in late 2023, early 24, it was $3.18. So there is a $3 to $5 potential per coin of profit that you have now. So we're going to be using Unminable here, where basically this site allows you to choose the best and most profitable algorithm for your specific computer hardware, and it lets you mine and get paid out in a coin that you are interested in, which of course in this case is Ironfish. So when you first come to the site, what I would recommend starting off with, go in the description, click the link down below for Unminable. That'll actually save you 25% on your pool mining fee, which I'll get into in just a minute. And then what I'd recommend you do is go over to a site called whattomine.com, enter in your specific hardware, your GPU, CPU, whatever you're planning on mining with, and it'll tell you the best algorithm to use. For most people, it's going to be the Ravencoin Kapow algorithm. So you're going to be mining Ravencoin using Kapow, and Unminable will convert everything on the back end and pay you out in Ironfish. You can see there's a bunch of other algorithms here. Now, what you're going to want to do is come down here and say, get started with our wizard. Now, I always recommend going with the basic option here instead of the advanced, but it's there if you're interested. I'm going to be following this tutorial using GPU for mining, but please feel free to follow along if you're using your CPU or if you're following along on a Mac. Then what you can see here is there's quite a few different algorithms to choose from. Of course, fish hash being one of them, mining Ironfish directly. But of course, that's not always the most profitable algorithm for everybody's computers, so that's where Unminable really shines. Your computer may make $4 a day, let's just say for example on Kapow, and only $3 on fish hash. So even with that little bit of extra fee and having it converted into from Ravencoin into Ironfish, it could be more profitable for you. Here's where you choose your coin. Again, we're looking at Ironfish today, but choose whatever you're interested in, and then paste in your address. Now, I always recommend just doing a double check here on your address. Make sure that it is correct. You can see if I do delete a 0, it does give a call out and say, hey, this is wrong. But if I put in a 1, we all know this is no longer my address, but it says everything is good to go. So I'd hate to see you mine to the wrong address and not be able to get paid. But what you're going to do then is say next, and you're at the final step before downloading and getting started. This is where you can enter in a referral discount code. As you can see, I have a code here which is Bitcoin-tips, capital B, capital T. If you clicked the link in the description below, this will auto-populate like you saw here on the video. What this does is it's actually going to reduce your pool mining fee from 1% down to 0.75%. So essentially what that means is for every 100 coins you mine on Unmineable, whether it be Ironfish or any other coin, you're always going to pay one of those coins to Unmineable. It doesn't matter if you mine it in a day or in a year. It doesn't matter if the coin's 30 cents or $30. By using this code, you actually only pay 0.75 coin for every 100 that you mine. So you are keeping that additional 0.25 coin every time you mine 100 coins. So I always like to mention that. Feel free to use it. If not, continue without and pay the higher fee. And the final step here is downloading the miner and getting started. I always recommend Gminer as it's the one that I use personally. I've had a lot of really good luck with it, and it seems just to be very stable overall. Now, that's not to say that any of these other ones are bad. They all work really well, but Gminer is just my preferred. So choose whatever you're interested in, but for Gminer, what you're going to do is say download miner files. It'll bring you to the GitHub where you select this Windows 64 zip file. This will download to your computer. Please make sure you extract the file. If you don't extract the file, it will not work. So if you run into an error right away, that could be part of the reason why. And then what you're going to do is come back to Unmineable and select this blue download.bat file button. This is going to download basically the command for mining this coin to your address through Unmineable. As you can see, Google Chrome has said, hey, this is an unverified file. We've blocked it for your safety. You will have to select that and say download unverified file if you want to continue. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, simply select delete from history and move on to something else in crypto. Unfortunately, this is a part of mining. A lot of antivirus will, flag these programs wrongfully. I can personally say I've been mining with Unmineable for probably 4 or 5 years now. Never had a single issue. So once you've downloaded that, go ahead and drag and drop it into the same folder with all the files you just extracted. As you can see here, I have Unmineable, Iron, Kapow, Gminer.bat. At this point, you are ready to get started mining. And to do that, all you have to do is double click this file. As you can see, there's another pop-up that says, hey, Windows has protected your PC. Again, you will have to see more info and run anyway. It's just part of mining. If you're not comfortable with this, again, please simply select don't run. But if you are, you will only have to do this the first time you run the file. And just like that, we are up and running, mining Ironfish using the Kapow algorithm through Unmineable on my Windows 11 computer. It is that simple. We are about 7 minutes and 55 seconds into the video, and that included looking a little bit on CoinMarketCap. So it is really that quick, too. So just a few final things that I like to mention about mining here with Unmineable. When you start the miner, as you can see, there's no red text. Everything's green, yellow, blue. That's all good. It's going to take about 15 to 30 minutes for these stats to show up here on the addresses tab. That's completely normal. It takes a few minutes. If it isn't showing up after about an hour, I would recommend just double checking your address was pasted in correctly, both in the file and when you go to the addresses tab. If it's still not showing up, I'd recommend just going back through the setup for the .bat file here, just like we did. It only takes about a few minutes, especially if you already have your address ready to go. And on the other side, when you are ready to be done mining, all you have to do is find this CMD window and hit the red X. Once that is closed out, you are no longer mining cryptocurrency. That, you might be thinking, super easy. Why are we talking about it? Well, with Unmineable, for whatever reason, when you stop the miner, especially if it's been running for a while, a lot longer than I just had it running, you will actually continue seeing stats and possibly even payments to your on-site balance here on Unmineable for up to 12 hours after stopping the miner. I've personally seen that on some of my accounts, and I don't really know why it does it, but I have seen the question of like, hey, I stopped this, it's closed, but I'm still getting paid and seeing mining stats. Is it mining in the background? The answer is no. As long as that CMD window is completely closed out, you are no longer mining. I wouldn't be too upset about getting that extra cryptocurrency since you're still getting paid without having to mine. So with that being said, that is how to start mining Ironfish coin here in 2024 using Unminable on a Windows 10 or 11 computer. If you're looking to learn how to mine on a Mac, I do have a separate video for Unminable talking about the different steps to get started, so I'd check that out as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you do run into any issues throughout the entire process here, please leave a comment down below. Always happy to help troubleshoot and get you up and running. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to Bitcoin Tips to stay up to date on all things crypto. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.